All right, so y'all know this truck, and the last two videos were on this truck. And the next video, this video actually was supposed to be about this truck as well, but on the, at Florida, whenever they got there, they had to do some tuning and some other things to it, and it just didn't go well at all. So this is its current state right now. Now I know y'all watched the other videos, and so this truck got thrown together like super quick. Kind of something we didn't know if it was gonna work or not, but obviously it didn't work. But you want to give us a rundown on what happened exactly?
Yeah, sure.
This is another guy who went, so.
What's up, guys? So we went up to Florida like planned. Everything was going good. We got the turbo from Smitting all set, ready to go that night before actually. Got put on, everything seemed to be running good. We went up to Florida. On the way up there, we stopped at a guy to get it tuned that night. You can probably patch in a couple of clips from that. And you can see in the video, there's flames coming out of the stacks, one like 8-inch flame coming out, and it was just bad. It was cutting out real bad. So we're a little sketched out by that, but we were deciding, we already drove 14 hours, so might as well go to the event anyways. And once we got there, we were looking for someone to fill up our ball of nitrous, and we couldn't find anyone, so we're kind of frustrated with that because we couldn't find anyone. We're at a racetrack and tons of nitro cars out there and can't find anyone to fill the nitrous or anywhere to send us to. And then we're looking over the truck and we found out that the turbo wheel kissed the housing of the turbo. So we were really bummed then, and you can probably patch in a picture there of the turbo, what it looked like. And so being that August just got this engine all put together with all those new parts and stuff, he didn't want to trash it or take a risk of trashing it. So we decided, with it cutting, like spitting like it is, and with the turbo in the condition it was, we were just like, it's better not to risk trashing the new motor, and so we decided not to do the event. But as you can see now, the head is off, and he found out that the 2019 head, he was talking to Dynamite, and the protrusion of the injector tip actually sits lower, I think it is. It sits lower into the cylinder than on a normal 6.7 head on a 2019 or newer, or older I should say. So that was what we're hoping is the reason it was cutting out like that, spitting. And then as you can see over here, we actually went back, and the people at Smitting were real nice, and they actually let us return that turbo. And we went ahead and bought this 76mm turbo from Borg Warner. It's an SXE turbo. And over here I've been working on polishing the housing for them. It's been a while, but so far so good. And we're gonna be running that on there. And then as you can see here, he's been manually porting. As you can see here, I think these are the ones he's ported here so far, and this is the one he hasn't. And as you can see, these two here, the difference in the porting and this. So he's gonna do this head. I think this is off of probably like around a 2009 truck, a 6.7. And he's gonna get some valves for it. At the machine shop, he's gonna oversize the valves. They're trying to figure out what size intake and what size exhaust, because he doesn't know if he wants to do a square setup or just kind of like one bigger than the other. He hasn't really figured that one out too much. Also, he's thinking about, a lot of people, they cut off the shelf here, the intake shelf, and they build or buy a runner system. Helps the air go into the cylinders better. And so he's also thinking about that. So that's the current state that the truck is in now, and it's a bummer that we didn't get to compete, but we had fun driving up there, and 14 hours there, 14 hours back, slept in the truck. We had an Airbnb that we went and stayed at for a couple hours just to enjoy it, and then headed back here. So that's about it.
So that's the reason there was an update video, a couple weeks ago on this truck, was because of that. Didn't really get a whole lot of content from it, and didn't want to piece something together and not be complete. And so this is me updating about all that. So today, the game plan on this is we got some BMR springs for it, some drag springs for the rears, and some sports for the front. And this should lower it about 1 inch. and roughly 3/4 to an inch on the front. And so we're going to be installing that today. All right, so we got it out on this side. Just gonna use a spring compressor to get the spring out and show you real quick what we did on this side. So we take the brake rotor out. There's two 15mm bolts, and then get a jack on it and take out these two nuts. I don't know if you'll see the other one. And then get a hammer and hit these out. And take these three out right here, and it will all drop. That's just the screen light going off.
No, it needs to be twisted. That's much better. How was the drive? Mint?
Minty.
The tires do great?
Did you see the springs? The difference between them?
No. Pretty big
It
difference?
looked like there was a lot.
Yeah, battery's dead. Dead. Oh yeah! You like my battery right here, you know?
I got it to
Look at that fat tire, dude. So what's the verdict?
I don't know.
Need new brakes?
Well, I think that's because it rusts and I never tried it, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's why that does that.
It's all that brake boosting you do. If you had your turbo.
I don't know how this comes out. I think this might have to drop.
Huh. We see what hammer was.
We're gonna come in here, we're gonna take this brake line off. We've already got the other side done, so we kind of have an idea how to do it. Alright, now you want to just put this to the side so we can get some extra. I'm not gonna do that. Then you're going to want to take out these two bolts and then the subframe bolt right here and have something to support it. And then also take out this subframe bolt and you should be able to bring it down. There it goes. Well, that's kind of yeah, keep going down. Got it. A little bit of a difference. Kind of hard to see. When you put it back on, you want to make sure it goes back on enough for that. And the inside also has a position for it. So, see right there. So now the jack's ready to go up. Alright. Good. back in. Put this one in here as well. Get the bottom one started up. It has to sit like you.
Oh, it'll sit in there?
Yeah. Perfect.
I like those little tabs.
Yeah, that's good. Didn't smash your finger.
You ready to go down now? Yeah, your front struts bolted in up there. We're good.
I'm gonna make sure here.
Bye. Where you on?
Wait, what, I'm about to set it down?
Huh?
I'm about to set it down?
Yeah, we're about to set it down. Unlock it over there.
It definitely made it lower.
So, write down in the comments if you think he should get a wider tire in the front, because look at that. Look at that. That is horrible. What you think? First impressions, what you think? Lower? It's lower. Gotta get the jack out. Does it say get it off the lift now? You've officially reached the annoying height of having to get the jack out to put it on the lift. You can definitely tell.
All right, so this is the morning after, and this is what it looks like. Definitely a lot of space gone, so that's good. BMR drag springs in the rear and BMR sport springs in the front, because we got something hopefully coming in for this car pretty soon. There's going to be some weight, a little bit more weight on the front, so some stiffer springs, but it still lowers it.